While everyone is trying to figure out if the recent leaked Call of Duty World War II poster giving a November 3rd release date and continuing the PlayStation DLC early exclusivity deal is faker than your girlfriend's orgasms, Infinite Warfare's Continuum DLC multiplayer trailer was released yesterday to the official Call of Duty YouTube channel. Instead of a normal DLC trailer where they show off the highlights from each of the maps, they instead just copy-pasted the idea of the multiplayer reveal trailer, showing off the different rigs and styles of play as if they want you to actually pick up the game for the first time. Or the Season Pass, as here we have a live look in at Activision headquarters. First, we get the run-and-gun player going through the map to Arista, which looks like a rip-off of Climate from Advanced Warfare, into a transition for the map that everyone will love to hate, Excess, the remake of Rust, this time with jetpacks and clean porcelain tiles instead of dirt and metal. Then is the sniper transitioning to the map Salvage, Scrap, where we see the wall running we're used to, and what's this? It's like the scene in Toy Story 3 with the magnet. An area of zero gravity? On the moon? You don't say! Camping in midair! So revolutionary! Into the art gallery, which reminds me of a CSGO or GoldenEye 007 map. Looks close quarters even though they decided to show off the sniping. Must be because all the SMGs fucking suck. Then is the stealth play style, which I guess Knife is if Dead Silence actually worked the way it was supposed to. We run past a shark, which I guess is almost as good as jumping it given how badly Call of Duty is faring nowadays, and an oh my quad feed from the same Phantom rig that we saw before with the sniping. Is this still the archive map or is this Arista now? I can't really tell the difference. Oh, here we go, back to Excess with the heavy, as if using an LMG is a viable strategy on a map that's the size of most Call of Duty players' is cocks. LMG hipfire is the new norm, I guess, as we go back to Scrap, where we do another upside down topsy-turvy thing that would have been a brilliant idea to have in the base game, but couldn't copy Lawbreakers in time for a zero gravity experience. Now we see a quick succession montage of all the maps, ending with Torista, where we show off a new gesture where we put our lighters up in memoriam of this once great franchise. Continuum, out on April 18th, first on PlayStation because Activision is spelled with a $sign. Yeah, sorry, I had to put this on in again because it's so fitting. Anyways, these new gestures, along with some others, were shown off in a video on the Infinity Ward YouTube account, are available now, like this one waving the light flag at Battlefield for putting in French DLC. I'm surprised that there isn't one where you try and give a Pepsi to the people that are shooting at you, but I guess people finally learned their lesson about that. Anyways, these were in a patch that also dropped yesterday, and as per usual, it's mostly devoid of any meaningful fixes to the game. The KRS Longbow and TF-141 now have damages that match their stats, which is probably the first time that's ever happened in Call of Duty history, because the stats on guns in the Create a Class menu are as useful as a condom with a hole in it. Some rigs have been tweaked as the active camo got a nerf to be more visible. The Shockwave got buffed all around, which probably means we'll see more Hulk smashes from now on, and sliding has been slightly nerfed in the initial velocity because apparently fast pace isn't really a Call of Duty staple. There's also some fixes with counters because math is apparently hard for Infinity Ward when going for challenges, and finally some contracts were added, which I guess is fine because it took Treyarch a really long time to put those in the game too. I guess they really wanted people to spend money on COD points, thinking that they wouldn't hook a brother up. One contract is 125 kills with an assault rifle in a week that nets you an epic weapon bribe box. Yes, please. And speaking of supply drops, the Quartermaster layout has been updated to really highlight the shit out of the Call of Duty points, and also add in a new double XP token, which will retroactively give you twice the XP for the game that you just completed, so this way you don't have the pressure on you to not choke like in Titanfall 2. The update yesterday, however, did not bring any of the new weapons that had been data mined in previous code drops. However, there were updates to the weapon files in that patch, as the MP28 and Mini LMG have had texture enhancements over previous iterations, where it's not really that noticeable on the MP28, but definitely on the Mini LMG here, as it no longer looks like something out of Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64. In addition are the first images of the Model 2187 shotgun with the lever action and triple barrel epic variant, so that we don't have to deal with the Kimbo boomsticks ever again, and the Barrett 50 cal, which has a description stating bolt action ballistic rifle, one shot kill from the waist up, rechambering break scope aim, which is different than the spam fest that the original weapon was. We're also getting some new beepity bops in Modern Warfare Remastered, which additionally had some images in the game files. There's a thermal on the M40A3, which hopefully won't have a damage buff like the ACOG, as the thermal currently has no counter unless they update a perk or add a new one, thus the thermal completely breaks the game. An underbarrel shotgun on the AK-47 if you can't decide whether you want the second best assault rifle in the game or the worst shotgun, and a red dot sight for a pistol, the USP-45, if your aim is that shit. There's also a picture of the new melee weapon from the last time called the Tribal Staff, if you feel like being like Baraka from Mortal Kombat and impaling people. Lastly, and probably more importantly for you people that like playing boots on the ground games that don't have microtransactions up the wazoo, Black Ops 2 is finally backwards compatible on the Xbox One, hence the gameplay for this video. It was the most requested trusted title for this program, and now that crown belongs to Skyrim, but considering that it's already on the Xbox One in a better version, that's fucking stupid, so now Modern Warfare 2 is the new leader for requests, followed closely by Modern Warfare 3. This probably fuels the flames of a Modern Warfare 2 remaster even more so now that Black Ops 2 was selected, for those people that like to play a game with more game mechanics issues than Time Magazine. Anyways, that's going to do it for the Call of Duty News of the Week. I've been the Schwans27 out like Daryl Sutter. Until next time.